Hey everybody, it's Jason with JRC. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Wanted to go ahead and put this video out, or get this video done for my much awaited new wheels for the Pro line demolisher tires for the LMT. First, the tires. The tires are really nice. They obviously resemble Renegades from J Concept. The rubber is very thin, very pliable, and this should offer tremendous amount of performance increase over stock wheels. Nice little air cushion in there, and then the foam underneath. It's a pretty dense foam, probably a little bit more than I think your standard J Concept, but I don't know for sure. Just by feel, it feels a little bit denser than that. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and break into the box here and take a look at the new wheels I got. These should be a good addition to my LMT and complement the demolisher wheels really well. Alright, wow, okay, awesome. Beadlock wheels. They look pretty good. I think they look like the stock ones, but they're supposed to be better. But I guess we'll see. Let me go ahead and get one out of the package here. Take a look at it. Alright. So there's what it looks like out of the package. Again, beadlock wheels front and back. Nice fit and finish. Takes your stock hub adapter or the TREAL. It'll also accept the dually offset, but you got to kind of knock a little bit off the edges of the hub right here, because they were designed to be a tight fit in the plastic hubs, and the tolerances are a little bit too close for these wheels here, but they do fit inside with a little bit of love on the edges to get rid of the oversized spots, but other than that they fit just fine. So what this is the TREAL all aluminum. It's a 5-piece hub, or a 5-piece wheel. It's got 3 inner pieces, and then you got the 2 outer pieces for your beadlock. They come in black with blue or green, and they come in polished blue or green, and that's the color of the rings is blue or green. Right now that's all they have available. They should be releasing this here soon, if not by the time this video comes out. So you can look for them on my site, or go through TREAL Hobbies on TREAL.com, and you can find their stuff there. So first thing, this is the third video I've done, so I'm running out of wheels to do, so hopefully this video works right. But so the first thing is, I want to go ahead and take these rings off, the front and rear rings, and you do that just a 1.5 millimeter hex, and set those screws aside. These also come, like I said, I already opened the bag, but it comes in 2 bags. You got your bigger hardware for the actual rim bolts, and then you got the smaller ones for the outer rings. They're the beadlocks. So get these rings off of here, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. The material that these things are made of is aluminum. From what I understand, it's not 70-75, but I believe it's probably either 60-61 or 50-52. Either way, they're both really good metals to work with, and for this application, they should be fine. And there's the big ring on the back, and now we have the beadlock part. Got a nice big groove in there, It fits these demolishers really well. I don't have a set of the low C stock wheel or tires, but I would assume that they fit in there just the same. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get some Loctite. I use the blue on this, and I'm only doing that on the inner ring. I don't put Loctite on the bead locks just in case I have to get them off. I don't want to fight with them, and plus they're 1.5s, and I don't want to take a chance of stripping them out if I have to remove them. So the first thing you do, get you some Loctite. Get you a 2.5 millimeter wrench and start dipping in some Loctite. And these screws, there's two different length screws. There's a short and a long. The long screws go on the inner ring of bolts, and the short screws go on the outer ring of bolts. You just start putting them in there. Make a note also, there's 4 button head screws in there, if you can see them. There's 2 per ring, and that's just to hold them in place. Those are going to come out once you get everything locked down to where you can remove them. So I usually just, what I've been doing, I put in a couple screws of each, one on the inner ring, one on the outer ring, and then go in with the 2 millimeter wrench and go ahead and remove all the button heads, because you won't be needing them. They're just a pre-assembled part, or pre-assembly screw that keeps the stuff together in shipping. You got all the supplied hardware you need to put the proper 2.5 millimeter head bolts in there. They're M3s. Put a bolt in the wrong spot. See which one. There it is. The ring started dropping out on me. Put one in the wrong spot. But it's okay. Easy fix. Nice, so these button heads, and just toss them to the side and go back to putting your hardware in. Now you can take these 2 pieces apart and just have the back half and the front half. I did that the first time, and it's not really any easier to do it that way. I just prefer to put these in now first, because it's already assembled. You don't have to worry about it once the rubber's on there. You just tighten it down or put the bead locks on and you're good to go. So I prefer to do it this way. You can try it either way you like, but this way works for me. I'm excited to get these together and get it out on the bash track and see how they hold up. I think they'll hold up really well. Hold on a second. I think they'll hold up pretty well. They're pretty stout. Now just to run through some numbers with you while I'm doing this, the stock wheel with the tire on it, with the Proline tire on it, so it's an apples for apples kind of thing. The stock tire weighs 13.3 ounces. The TREAL axle or hub wheel weighs 1 pound 3.7 ounces. So there's a 6.4 ounce difference between the two, with the same tire on it and everything. Obviously they are going to be heavier because they are all aluminum. Now how that'll help or hurt when you're driving the truck, I don't know. But all in told, with all 4 wheels and tires on the truck, you're looking at a 1.6 pound increase on all 4 tires in weight, compared to the stock. So you'll have a total, I think it's 4.8 or 4 pounds 8 ounces difference, or total, I'm sorry, 4 pounds 8 ounces total weight, with the TREAL wheels on there. So it will, like I said, it'll add an additional 1.6 pounds total to the weight of your truck. And it's all unsprung weight, so it shouldn't really be an issue, and it shouldn't be any harder or easier on the equipment, on the axles or anything like that, because again, it is unsprung weight. Obviously it will affect when you land, but it should not affect greatly any of the other components of the truck. But again, once I get these all together, I get them put on the truck, and I get some free time to go out, I will run them and share some videos with you guys so you can see how it handles, how it reacts, how it, how it jumps, how it lands, how it takes off on the whole shot. All that stuff will be covered in the video, or videos. But for now, this is more of a demonstration on how to put these together. Being it is a new type of tire, or new type of wheel, sorry. Some people may not know how to do it. These actually go together a lot smoother than your regular 2.2 or 1.9 beadlocks, in my opinion. So take that for what it's worth, I guess. But just the way these are made, quality, craftsmanship, fit and finish, it's unreal. Alright, so now we got all the hardware in there. Everything's mounted up. Now we can put the tire on. Make sure when you get these tires from Proline or Horizon Hobby or wherever you get them from, make sure when you get them that you have a match set of treads, because each bag should have a left and a right. Obviously there's only one way to put these on, so if you have 2 lefts or 2 rights, yeah, your tread pattern is not going to be right, and yeah, cause issues. So what I do, just take the hub, set it on the ground, go ahead and put the big end on it first, and just kind of squish it through there, and just kind of push the foam, because the foam is going to be the biggest problem. Once you get it up to the edge here, you reach in, you want to grab the bead and pull the bead over the wheel, and then just work your way around. And once you got it around there, you should be good to go. Let me get this. Sorry, I had somebody show up. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, you pull the bead over the top of the wheel, and then basically from there what I do is I come back to the other side and then push the foam back onto the rim where it's kind of setting back. And then once that's pushed back, you got a little bit more flexibility on the front of the wheel. So then you just take it and go around the edges, and tuck it into the groove. Then when you're done, it should be nice and flat. And then this ridge right here, that's where your ring sits. So when you put the ring on, let it make sure it sits down in that groove. There's no extra rubber pinched underneath there. And then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and start putting your beadlock screws. I'm not going to do them all. It takes a little bit to do them all. I just want to show you kind of how it's done, what the end result is. So I'll tack these on there. Then we'll flip it over and do the other side. Now, once again, just kind of look underneath it, see where your foam's at, see if you got to push it down at all. If not, like this one seems like it's okay. Actually, it's sticking out a little bit, so just go around, poke it back down in there again. That way you can get a nice clean seal into that groove. And once that's in there, do the same thing. The ring sits down over the ring there, or the indentation in the tire. I'm getting these lined up. Can be a little tricky. Alright. I noticed on this side it's a lot more important to go around and make sure that your bead is not tucked like that one right there. I was kind of stuck in there, and just pull it out. There we go. This side's a little bit more important from what I've found doing these, because that side can actually get stuck in there because it's a little bit tighter of a fit, more snug rather. But then you can kind of move it around, get your foam set in there, and now you have a complete wheel. Said obviously you want to put the rest of your bolts in around the outer, but just to show you, this is a finished wheel. Got all the bolts around it. And then also, if you got your stock spacer you want to put back in there, it just drops right in. And then if you want to use my spacers, got stainless steel bolts and the hub spacer. I'm going to end up doing this on all of them. Like I said, you got to take a little bit of the edge off of the hub spacer. That's going to be corrected for future orders. So, but right now it's just a quick and easy thing you do with a Dremel. Just take the edge off of it a little bit, and there you have it. So there we go. That is the TREAL LMT Beadlock Wheels on or with the Proline Demolisher tires. After you get them on, you kind of trap some of that air in there. They got a nice feel to them. Once they're sealed, it's more like a balloon. It does you can get some air in there if you squeeze it hard enough, because obviously there's not airtight seals between the pieces. But for the most part, there's enough in there to give you a nice cushion. Hopefully they react well on the bounce on the landing, and they don't cause it to kind of lose control. But yeah, I'm gonna have these on my site here before too long. Once this the tire is released, which may or may not be before or after this video. But if you want to find the stuff, you can go to TREAL website, or you can go to jercustomdesigns.com/shop, check it out, and take a look at all the other stuff I have to offer. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, either Facebook or YouTube, and I'll answer them the best I can, or get the answers for you as soon as I can, and go from there. Alright, well, that wraps up this video. Again, hope everybody had a good day, or is having a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.